one of the big things that end like this is one of the reasons why I'm not very conspiratorial in general. Like one of the reasons why I don't tend to believe that big events or like sort of inexplicable happenings can be explained by a bunch of people kind of conspiring behind the scenes. And the reason for that is because people, generally speaking, are stupid, incompetent, and paranoid. You know, like people will get dirt on one another. People will be invited into a plan when they're only kind of on board, and as a consequence, they don't have their full feet in, and they're kind of like, and that makes other people nervous because they need to make sure everyone's on board. But if a person ends up not being on board, you can't just disappear them. Like in practice, it doesn't work that way. You can't just like quietly get rid of like a senator with no one noticing because he noticed that your plan wasn't what he wanted and was going to go out with it. Like that, it doesn't work that way, like obviously, you know. And if a person ever doubts or, you know, acts trepidatious, other people get kind of antsy and they want to back out because they don't want to be implicated. People are all getting dirt on one another. It's very, very difficult to pull off real conspiracy. What about Epstein? The Epstein stuff wasn't really a conspiracy. He was brought up on charges with regards to his behavior decades ago. And what's more, it was kind of just an open secret that he just did sex trafficking. Like that was broadly known. But that's not really a conspiracy. That's just him being a criminal, doing criminal things. I think they mean, did he kill himself? Oh, gotcha. Well, in that case, I mean, only a few people are involved potentially, right? My version of that story, by the way, what I think is most likely to have happened is that Epstein was pressured either by the guards looking over him or by visitors whose meetings with him went unrecorded, or even perhaps he was pressured before going to jail, and he was essentially told, like, you know, you're a liability. Here are things you care about that we will destroy or kill if you make it to trial. And then he hanged himself. I don't think other people hanged him. I don't think that happened at all. I think that he was pressured into killing himself and that the guards that were overlooking him just happened to not be present, blah, blah, blah. We all know the story, right? But I don't think that anyone like showed up to strangle him. I think that's dumb personally, because that's way too much risk, like way, way, way too much risk. That's just my guess. I mean, I don't know. We might never know, basically. He was allowed to kill himself, is my guess. Ask your CIA links. They won't tell me. They won't let me know. He would have been seen as less than a pedo in prison. Oh. Epstein was never going to general pop, motherfucker. If Epstein had actually been convicted and sent to prison, he would be eating like, you know, finely cooked steaks his entire life. And like, no, yeah. The Nord Epstream pipeline. Anyway, that's just my guess again. He should have been sent to general pop as a prank. Yeah, he would have died pretty quickly in there. But that's just a theory.